What is going on, YouTube? How's it going? This has been a long-awaited video I've been dying to make. I haven't made it. I wanted to make it over a year ago. So, this video, I want to go over the Steam Deck. What are we in? This is an OLED 1 terabyte. I upgraded it to a 2 terabyte. I have a 512 SD card in there. I'm trying to remember, when did this come out? I bought it over a year ago. Actually, yep, just hit over a year, and I've had it for exactly 1 year. I want to make this video of how and why you should get a Steam Deck, and why it really did turn me into a PC gamer. As you're probably seeing already, is I also want to go over the games I have. I want to go over emulation, and just everything. And just demo a lot of this stuff to you. Right now I'm using an Xbox One controller through Bluetooth. The Steam Deck is in a case with a stand. It is about a foot away from the phone, so I'm trying to record at 4K 60 to get the best possible quality experience. I could have done 8K, but I was like, I'd rather have 60 frames. So the Steam Deck. Should you get the LCD? Should you get the OLED? Why? I would say my friend just got the LCD because it was on sale, and he got it brand new for probably about half the cost. This is the OLED model, and all said and done, it was probably almost $1,000 because of I bought it brand new from Valve, the OLED 1 terabyte, and the upgrade I spent $150 for a 2 terabyte SSD, and there's only like 4 or 5 of them out there. It has to be the small, very square ones. So yeah, it all said and done with the case, the screen protectors, the upgrade, the SD card, probably around $1,000. As we're looking right now, these are all of the emulated games. I just went through all the installed games. I have 2 terabytes, so I highly recommend a 2 terabyte upgrade. It is definitely worth it. I don't do any emulation on the main card. I do it on the SD card only. I have a 512. To sample it, I will start a game I know will run. We'll do Sly Collection. Each emulator is, I've watched so many videos of setting it up. I set up my friend's emulator on his because he just got one. So I'm going to basically showcase a lot. I'm just going to start hopping right to PS3. In the top, yeah, you can see the top right. That's good. Okay. So the biggest thing, I might actually want to lower. In fact, I'm going to turn the volume all the way up so you guys can hear it at max, and then I'll lower it from there. So it is kind of loud, but I definitely would recommend lowering it for the video so you guys doesn't mess with the audio or anything. So the biggest thing, what can you do with the Steam Deck? What do you want to do? Well, I mainly was a PS5 gamer. I have an Xbox. I have a PlayStation. I have a PC. So I was like, well, the biggest reason was I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a trip. I want a Steam Deck. I want to be able to play my stuff on the car, or in the car, on the airplane, wherever. So that's the main reason why I got it. I really enjoyed it, having that experience. So I would say it was definitely worth it. I also wanted to have, I had a Switch, but it was just weak. A lot of the games I was rebuying on the Switch, and it definitely was not that good graphically. There's no achievement support, which blew, and I ended up selling my Switch, because there was only like Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart, maybe Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, but and they didn't even port that to the Switch yet. So there was only a couple games I wanted on the Switch, so I ended up selling my Switch. I got the Steam Deck because I wanted to have it traveling. I was like, let me try it out. And it 100% affirmed me being a PC gamer. Shit. What am I doing? It 100% affirmed me being a PC gamer. I am 100% a PC gamer now. I sold so many PlayStation games, got them on Steam because of me having them access, on the Steam Deck. And especially with Steam Families now. It 100% was worth it. let's go up here. With the games on here, some of them may not run that well. All right, so now we're done with the PS3. So I'll get into emulation, but I'm just gonna play, kind of showcase each little game. As far as your main Steam library, look, first thing, Age of Conan doesn't work. Alice in Wonderland, what's that little I mean? I. And look at the little, I mean, totally not supported. Unknown. Where's one that's good? Give me a green one. Here we go. This is a green one, which means it is fully, and look, right here, great on Steam Deck. So this is 110% supported games. Well, Brandon, you have 517. With that, a lot of them will work. So install. Let's go to install. These are ones like I know, like the I. You might need a launcher. You might need a Ubisoft launcher to launch it separately in the background. Backyard Baseball is definitely going to work. Bully. Oh, here we go. Black Ops 2 Zombies. It says it's not supported. That's a lie. A lot of these games that they say don't work, I've been testing them out. There's a website. It's called Proton ID. I forget what it is. Some Proton shit. Final Fantasy 16 is a prime example I'm about to show you. This is a brand new game, a very beefy game. Well, for PC it's new. It's a very beefy game. It does not run very well on here. I get probably average 22 frames, but it's nice to have it in bed. When you're laying in bed, when you want to just get off your desk and just lay somewhere, you are going to suffer by having... Normally this doesn't take that long. There might have been an update. That's kind of odd. Here we go. It says this game's not supported, which is wrong. It's not optimized for it. It does run. Some games will crash. This game has not. I think it crashed a couple times on me. But it was when I paused the game menu. It wasn't like often when it crashed. So we're going to show this to you really quick of a prime example of the Steam Deck is not perfect. People will say, oh, go get the Asus ROG Ally, whatever. It's shit compared to that, or this is shit compared to that. Wrong. On paper, sure, the other one may be more powerful, but you want to go based off of the performance. Is it optimized for it? The SteamOS is fantastic on this console. I did not put Windows on here. It is not fully supported. You don't know how games will run. I saw videos on YouTube about the same game on the same Steam Deck, just with SteamOS and Windows, and it ran worse. So this menu right here is a godsend, which I did not know until after I was traveled. You turn this on, you make your GPU, and see you can limit your GPU. Look at the GPU. Was that 15 something? Now look, it's climbing. It's going to go up to like 21. So you can limit the performance to get battery life increases. As you can see, we're getting like let me look straight down so I can get some better frames. So yeah, this is pretty much on average what the game would run like for me. 25 frames, 22. But then you look up, and now we're in it's not that hot. It is bearable, but again, at some points I was like, let me just stream it off my PC to my Steam Deck, and that ran better. My internet was definitely a better alternative than playing it like this. But it is Final Fantasy 16. It is goated. I have to finish it. Let me turn it off now. Not everything will run on it. I highly recommend... Wait, am I gonna... There we go. From here. Exit game. Alright. You can definitely hear the fan on max. Now, you can emulate it. You can put other launchers on there. I did it with Kingdom Hearts before Kingdom Hearts came to Steam. So... Let me do this. No, let me actually do Fall Guys. Or no. Hold on. What's something that... I don't know, let's see. I'm going to do something like... we'll do Shenmue. Here we go. Shenmue is a game that says it is not supported. You saw that X across it. It's not going to work. It is a not supported game. Go on Proton, look up the reason why. It might crash, there might be bugs. Steam just hasn't, optimized it for it 100%. The game might work 99%. It just doesn't have Steam's official seal of approval, but that doesn't mean I've played numerous games that aren't supported. Technically, Emulation, that's not a SteamOS approved game, and look, it runs fine. So... I haven't booted this game in a while, so it's not going to boot as fast as it would other games. Sometimes you want to have updates, like, yeah, you see it says starting launch, starting launch. It's because it's doing updates or whatever the background shit it's doing. But it will launch. I haven't booted it in a while. But Skyrim and something like Final Fantasy, I play often, so it will boot immediately. Dude, as far as emulation, you want to install EmuDeck. You can. There's a lot of tutorials online. There's a lot of tutorials on each different emulator. You want to set up the ones you want to like install. So I did 3DS. I own all of the games I was emulating. I'm actually, there we go, launching executable. That took a while. Again, I wouldn't really do that if I play it often. It's because it hasn't, as you saw December of last year. What the controller? What's the controller? There we go. You can set up Game Boy Advance, 3DS, GameCube, PS2 on PS2, everything, Atari, everything and anything you can possibly nail of. All of the games I've emulated on my Steam Deck, I already own personally, and I backed them up myself. I did not pirate anything. But there's a tutorials all over the internet of what to do, setting up. It's very easy. Some games like GameCube and PS2, just drop the ISO and it'll work. I forget how to play this game. Look, so this game had an X on it. It looks like it's running fine, 30 frames. It's Shenmue. It's goated.
Well, not too bad.
As you can see, the different varying rates where I'm only using 7 freaking watts. So this is amazing. This is like playing a PS2. Some GameCube games run at 11. So this is a great game to play in a car, as far as wattage wise. It's not, and it's a freaking Dreamcast remaster. So what's really cool is that you can play. Let me finish Shenmue. I just wanted to prove that point to you guys. Collections. So I use EmuDeck. You can go in the desktop mode. I won't do it now under power. You can go to switch to desktop. You'll go to desktop mode. That's where you do all the work, transporting the ISOs to the SD card, transporting files, games, and you can put anything really. You can use this as you can plug your Steam Deck in as a USB-C to HDMI, and you will have a whole-fledged computer. It is Linux, but you can install Chrome, you can install Blizzard, you can install Battle.net on here. I even have my folder for if I wanted to do it, and this was the path. It's a lot of background work, but WoW technically isn't supported on here, and this is the location. Property. Yeah, here we go. Home, Steam Deck, local share, Steam apps. Yeah, like I had to do so much, all these tutorials and so much work went into customizing this. This really is the go-to way for me to game now. Non-Steam game. This is pretty much all the shit. That's all mixed together. We'll go back to collections. All your collections are placed. Every time you place a game, you want to use Steam ROM Manager, which regulates your games, adding them into here. Emulation, this is the main folder with all of the emulators on my Steam Deck currently. This is where you can configure things, install things, and it's all installed from EmuDeck. And then once you have each game, as you can see, each folder, this is how I mean, some of these, like this Resident Evil 1, Rockstar, I made those. You won't have those. As the ones with the console names, Sony 1, 2, 3, PlayStation Portable, Vita, all of these come from EmuDeck. So PS1, here we go. Here's all the PS1 games I have. We'll do, so unfortunately, one of the biggest things is when you play a Steam game or in your library, and I'm with an Xbox controller right now, Bluetooth. The problem is that it automatically knows I'm using a controller. Well, on an emulation game, it won't recognize it because of the gamepad. It thinks I'm using the Steam deck in my hands, not a controller. It doesn't know to automatically switch. Except for PlayStation. Some of the newer ones. I'll try it right now. We'll go to GameCube and we'll play a game I've been playing. Resident Evil 3. This is Resident Evil 3 on the GameCube. Oh, it's a great thing is I actually transferred my saves from my modded Wii of this game to my PC, then from my PC to here. So I was played on the game, or on my Wii, from an actual GameCube memory card from the game, and I was like, I don't want to start this game over again. I want to have my saves. So I transferred my saves over. You can download the WAD file on your Wii. I don't think this is going to work, guys. No, it's not going to work. because it's not. I don't feel like going in to change the controller. As you can see, 60 frames. What's the wattage? 7.3. That's great. You have 3 hours of battery life. I got half a battery. It uses like nothing on the GPU, barely anything on the CPU. As you can see, they are tweaking. Some games work right out of the box. This game itself for GameCube did not work right out of the box. Most of them will. You just have to configure one setting, Google it, Reddit. Really simple. The console that was probably the most challenging is the PS3, because like I said, I had backed up all of my games with my modded PS3 and put them over to my computer, and then from my computer there, because you can't just go online and download something. It's encrypted. You got to do all this extra bullshit to get it working. So all of these are my games. Unfortunately, they don't run that great. Most Steam or PS3 games will not run that great. Only early games like Sly and the classic Ratchet trilogy run great because they're PS2 games. They're just PS2 games made for PS3 with HD. That's what they are. But if I run Tools of Destruction, let's run Tools of Destruction. This is an actual PS3 game. Like if I put The Last of Us PS3 on here, it's going to run like dog shit. Barely any games work. And again, like all these settings you see it's doing, there's websites all for it, all online. You're going to spend time configuring it. 3DS was very, very difficult. Switch was daunting at first, but it is kind of easy once you get the hang of it, because you have to set up the ISO or whatever the file was called, WDX. It's all this bullshit. But you will get it working. And once it is done, it is awesome. This should work. I think it works. Yeah, I just hit start. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, PS3 works right out of the way with a controller. The older ones don't. So we're going to load this. This game actually crashed on me. But we're going to run this. This is a PS3 game. I know Sly ran great, but that's really just a PS2 game. It was ported. This is an actual PS3 game that you will experience. This did crash on me, so if it crashes again, I'm just going to delete it off of here because I need space. Most GameCube, PS2 games are like 8 gig at most. Under 8 gig. Rarely 8 gig. Wii games, a little more. Around the same DVDs. Wii U, I think I have Twilight Princess on here. That runs, that's like probably less than 20 gig. Once you get to the PS3 games, some of them are like 20. Can I skip this? I can't skip it. Some of them are like 20, 25 gig, up to 30. So, but I just wanted to have all the Ratchets and Slides, because having them on my Steam Deck is amazing. Because I really don't play the PS3 that often. I still have it. It's not hooked up. And for the 3 or 4 games that I would play on it, I got other games in my backlog. I still have to finish Silent Hill 2. I still have to finish Final Fantasy 16. I didn't even start Until Dawn, and I have to finish Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. So I'm kind of behind. And on top of that, every annual year, I play all of the Resident Evil games at the end of the year. I beat 1. I'm about to... And again, all on top of this, Silent Hill 2. I still do not beat Silent Hill 2. After this video, I wanted to make this video for a while, but I always kept putting it off. So after this video is finished, I want to get back to Silent Hill 2. This stupid cube puzzle at the end. Alright, here we go. Finally. So you guys kind of got an example of we're at 7 watts, 60 frames. Now it's going to go up to like probably what? 15 frames. Alright, look, the frame rate. So we're getting... It's not that bad. But again, when you're gonna most likely gonna find good luck with performance with the launch PS3 games, shit in the early, like Sly 4, that doesn't really run that good. I'm probably not gonna play. Plus Sly 4 wasn't that fun. It was okay. Sly is my trilogy. I love Sly, so I feel like I can talk shit. I played it hundreds of times. Sly 4 is my least favorite, but it's still a good game. Like. A game that when it came out, it was phenomenal. But I'm saying compared to the OGs, it's not that good. But it's not their fault. Sucker Punch didn't make it. So will crash. So yeah, this is perfectly playable. This is literally like probably PS3 performance. I don't think this was 60 frames. So we're gonna. So it did crash on me. That's why I didn't get past this save. I think this is the beginning of the game. Where's my gun? Here we go. So right now I'm using the bumpers, left bumper, right bumper, and then the two triggers. What do they do? Nothing. And what's great is I can plug this into TV with the USB-C to HDMI cord, and this would work perfectly fine. So that's, and I don't really do that often, because what I like to do is I like to have a TV show on, and then I'd play this. Instead of like sitting at a computer or like having a PS3 out, because I like to game like on the go. Instead of like having the PS3, turning on, loading the game, loading the save. I'm about to freaking die, man. There's some health over here. Good. As you can see, we're at, now we're at 18 watts. So, yeah, the 18 watts, 22, I think 22 is the most I've ever seen. That's like me running Final Fantasy. That's me running Silent Hill. That's me running... So then what's really cool is you can actually turn down the TDP for... I'm about to freaking die again, man. So I'm going to actually turn down the TDP right now. So when you hit the home button, this comes up on the left, the main one. So we're actually going to hold the Xbox button and A at the same time. That's what brings up this menu. So we can go down and you can actually change this overlay. So I can change the overlay to this. I don't like that. Why the hell would you ever have this? Besides, not for benchmarking. All right, I like to have this one. This one's the best. You can go up to 90 hertz. So I don't touch the manual GPU clock anymore. I just turn the watts. So we were at what? Like 18 watts. Let's see what it goes down to. We're at 10 watts. Now, as you can see, the performance is definitely not as good. The frame rate, I don't like to do this for emulation games. So look, we're at 19 frames. I'm about to die too. So we're going to actually turn that off now. We're at what, 19 frames when we were riding the pole? Haha. Let's see what we're doing now. Oh, we're doing 30. We're doing 10 more frames. So yeah, and look, we were at 10 watts. Now what? We're going up to what? 14. So I would definitely not. I think I got past the point where it died on me. I want to keep playing this. This game doesn't have trophy support, so it's like that's another reason why I don't want to have like if I play the game I want to have trophy support. So I kind of gave up the fact that you're not going to earn trophies. I mean, you will, but it's not tied to your account, so it's like, I don't know if you care about trophies or not. I kind of do. But yeah, as you can see, I just want to save now, honestly. Because I'll keep playing this later. I got past the part where I died. Oh shit, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, jump. I'm trying to have my soda with me right now. Oh shit, I'm bouncing for days. But as you can see, with this extended demo of a PS3 game running on the Steam Deck OLED, it is definitely playable. Honestly, I just need to... I can't even save. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Come on, jump around this asshole. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Fuck you. Oh my god, they won't stop. I just need to save this game. Compiling shaders. So in the bottom left, you see compiling shaders. That will happen. The more you play the game, I mean, I saw this on Reddit, so who knows if this is fucking true. The more you play the game, the more the shaders will be loaded, hence the better the game will run. I don't know if this is true. It's probably not true. Hopefully it is. But the frame rate will dip when it compiles shaders. Oh! Yeah, this shit's spooky. Alright, cool, I'm going straight. Oh my goodness. What's this green thing? Quick, I'm gonna get this health. Alright, let's get out of here. Did I even get the health? Watch it crash. I'll be pissed. This game was probably my favorite Ratchet, just because it was like one of my first PS3 games, and it's probably just nostalgia. But I have all of them except Quest for Booty. That one I need to get. It was only released digitally. It's actually the sequel for this game, and you can't even. It is on the PS3 store, but you cannot buy it. Unfortunately, the health. Yeah, better be health. Whoa! Oh shit! This is bad. This is bad. I'm gonna forget. There better not be any more enemies. Did I freaking die? I think I got an upgrade and I died at the same time. Whoa! Alright, cool. Uh-oh. Okay, I haven't okay, I definitely didn't get to this part yet. I don't know what's gonna happen because I don't have the tilt on my controller. So hopefully I don't die. Alright, cool, I didn't die. Okay, I did not get this far before. Oh shit. I think that was a save point. Alright, we're just gonna turn it off now because it's been long enough. So yeah, that was the extended demo of a PS3 game. I can hear the fan on this thing. It is kicking. We're gonna be. And what's really cool is I have these. I bought this app XB Play on Steam. They have it. And then what's cool is you can go online and get the PS 5 and 4 remote Chalky 4 deck that will allow you to stream your consoles, PS4, PS5, and your Xbox console. I like to have that. There is a little bit of latency on XB Play. I like to hop on Black Ops, the original Black Ops. So it's a little latent, but it's not too bad. Let's demo one more game. What's a nice game we can demo? Let's do a library. What's a game I'll demo? I guess The Witcher. I haven't booted that up in a while. So yeah, not every game is perfect. It won't run the best new games, Final Fantasy 16, Silent Hill. You know, you probably want to put everything on low. Definitely Silent Hill. Final Fantasy, definitely low. Probably, I think this game, I put on medium high. It is an older game. I don't know how much you guys want the 60 frames. I prefer the 60 frames over anything. 50 is fine, but 60 is preference. So the game is loading, it looks like. Do I have to tap it? There we go. So let's see, we're at what? 15 frames, or 15 watts and climbing. As you can see, I don't even remember what it was when I started the video, so you have a good reference. It's what 30 minutes? I'm changing games, different various watts. I think it was at like 55. Right. Video. Display. Here's my graphics. Ray tracing's off. Anti-aliasing. Want that shit on? What the? Alright, I gotta redo these settings then. XCS. We'll do balanced. I'll put them on continue. I did start this over again. What is a great thing about the Steam Deck is something called WeMods. Not the Steam Deck. Gaming on PC. WeMods is a really cool cheat trainer. It's a mod you can have. It overlays the game. So for example, when I was playing on console and I switched over to PC, I had to, grinding, infinite health, infinite money, all these things it gives you. So I'm able to get back to the points I once was on PC. For single player games, not for multiplayer. Single player games, Days Gone, Persona, Final Fantasy, all these games I had on console that you're pretty much screwed and have to start over again. Well, I'm not doing that. So it's nice to use mods to get back to that point, and then I turn them off. So it's a nice tool I like to use, WeMods. Alright, so here's the frame rate. So it's pretty decent. What am I supposed to do? I'm kind of like 2 feet away from the con. Summon Lumberkin where botchling is buried. Is this it? What's that? Wait. There we go. Pretty decent frame rate. What, 60 right now? 22 watts, so that's the max. So if I keep playing at 22 watts, we're looking at less than an hour of gameplay. So 22 watts. Let's see what's going to happen with that. We're at 22.6 watts. I just dropped it down to 9 watts. Let's see what it goes to. So I was at almost 50 frames. Now we're definitely hovering around 30, 37. So maybe we could turn it up to 11, 12 watts. Just mess with it. Go back and forth. I just mainly want to see what the wattage. This is about battery consumption. If you're in a car ride and you want to have max battery consumption, I'd A, not play the game, play something else. Or B, I'd rather play at 20 frames to get maximum gameplay before I can charge it again. So we were at 23 watts. Now we're at what? We're climbing below. We're going to hit under 15. So that's a pretty good jump. It's probably going to go down to hover around 13. It's not going to go all the way down to 9. It still has to run the screen, the sound, turn Bluetooth off, shit like that. No Bluetooth, turn it down. Turn the speakers off, turn the bright screen on the lowest setting. All these things can help preserve the battery life. But in all reality, I've only been in that situation like 5 times. So just get a good power bank. I bought one. So we're around the 30 frame mark. So now we're at 15 watts. Oh, I'm about to freaking die, man. I'm not really good at The Witcher. That's why I never beat it. Who's gonna die? Me or this stupid fish guy? So just for fun, I'm actually gonna turn it down to 7. Let's see what I dropped it. I dropped it down to 7 watts now. Look at that wattage. We were at 22.6 or some shit. Now we're almost at 10 watts less. So we gained like... I mean, look, we're gaming at 30 frames. But hey, look, right now it still looks 10 times better than the Switch version. So it's just the frame rate's ass.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there.
So look at that. So it's climbing down past under 11, under 12 watts. We're at an hour and a half. Let's turn it off now. We're at an hour for 37 minutes of game time, 12 watts. Hey, look, we got the frame rate back, but we're going to climb back up to 23 watts, and our time is dropping. We're going to have less than an hour, so you can easily gain an extra 50 minutes of gameplay. That is pretty much it for